You paid $1,400 for a sofa, and the seat collapsed in the third year. You read the tag when it arrived, and the fill was not what the website promised. Every furniture buyer eventually learns the same lesson the hard way. The specification changed, and nobody told you. But 5 American sofa factories cannot pull that trick because of who actually sells their furniture for them. Almost nobody knows their names. Number 5, Home Reserve. The factory sits in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Family-owned, hourly wages instead of piece rate, a 4-day work week on the floor. Their standard sofa costs $1,345 and arrives in boxes, and that is the part most people dismiss immediately. Flat pack means disposable. Flat pack means particle board and a hex key and a bin liner in 4 years. That assumption is exactly backwards here. Home Reserve designed the sofa around the assumption that something on it will fail, and built the entire product so you can fix that one thing. Every cover, every cushion, every frame part is sold separately and replaceable. The covers come off and go in a washing machine. The frame carries a 10-year warranty, the foam is CertiPUR certified, and the back cushions are filled with fiber made from recycled bottles. There is storage under every seat because the seat deck had to be openable anyway. The covers are stain resistant and PFAS free. The wood is sustainably sourced. It ships free to the lower 48 in about 4 weeks, and they let you assemble it, sit on it, and live with it for 60 days before deciding. Now hold that against the $400 sofa at the home improvement store. That one also ships in a box, but when the seat cushion flattens in year 3, there is no part number to call about, no cover to order, and no replacement foam core. You do not own a sofa with a worn cushion, you own a sofa that is finished. The difference is not the price, and it is not the box. It is whether the company that built it ever intended to sell you a component again. Home Reserve does. That single decision changes the arithmetic of a cheap sofa completely, and it is the same decision that explains the next brand, which almost nobody buys under its own name. Number 4, Southern Motion. Founded in 1996 in Pontotoc, Mississippi, with one narrow mission: build reclining furniture and nothing else. Today, the company runs 5 Mississippi facilities and employs over 1,500 people. You have probably sat on one of their sofas and never registered the name, because Southern Motion is a factory brand that lives on the tag underneath. Sold through independent furniture dealers under 100 different floor labels. Reclining sofas from them commonly land between $900 and $1,400. Here's the part that matters. The black metal patented parts of the reclining mechanism carry a limited lifetime warranty, for as long as the original buyer owns the piece. Wooden frame components and springs are covered for 5 years. Motors run 3 years. Fabric runs 1. Now read that warranty the way a factory reads it. The mechanism is the single most expensive component in a reclining sofa, and it is the component that fails. Guaranteeing it forever is not generosity. It is a bet on a specific hinge design placed by people who know exactly how many cycles it survives. Compare that to a marketplace recliner at $700 with a 1-year blanket warranty on everything. That warranty is not a promise about the mechanism. It is a promise that the seller will stop answering after 12 months. There is a smaller detail that tells you even more. Stapled under the footrest of every Southern Motion piece is a white label with a 7-digit serial number. That number tells the factory the style, the cover, the production date, the warranty status, and the raw materials that went into that exact unit. Every piece is individually traceable back to the week it was built. A company only builds that system if it expects to be handling parts requests years later. And notice how you claim on a Southern Motion warranty. You go back to the dealer who sold it to you. That detail is the entire thesis of this video, and it is why the next brand has survived 63 years without a single national advertising campaign. Before we get there, you need 4 checks. 4 things you can do standing in a showroom before a salesperson finishes the pitch. First, ask for the seat foam density in pounds per cubic foot. Anything at 1.8 or above is built to hold its shape for years. Below 1.5 will flatten, sometimes inside the first year. If nobody in the building can produce that number, that is your answer. Second, look at the frame corners. Kiln-dried hardwood with corner blocks and dowels last decades. A frame assembled with staples alone fails at the joints, and furniture almost always fails at the joint, not in the middle of the wood. Third, check the suspension. 8-way hand-tied is the old standard. Heavy gauge, sinuous wire, 8 gauge or thicker is the honest budget answer. Thin wire announces itself with a squeak within 2 years. Fourth, and this is the one nobody runs, call the manufacturer and ask if you can buy a replacement seat cushion core in year 6. The answer tells you whether you are buying furniture or a countdown. Every video on this channel runs these same 4 checks. No sponsorships, no brand deals. If that is useful to you, subscribe. Number 3, Best Home Furnishings. Founded in 1962 in Ferdinand, Indiana, and still run by the 3rd generation of the founding family. Over 850 employees. More than 1.1 million square feet of manufacturing space across southern Indiana. It is one of the largest upholstery manufacturers in the world, and if you have never heard the name, that is not an accident. They sell almost entirely through independent dealers. The company started as Best Chairs, founded by Clem and Mary Lang, with Ernie Prechtel Sr., building upholstered chairs. The chairs are still the tell. A manual fabric recliner from them runs about $599, a power recliner about $749, a reclining sofa between $1,149 and $1,349. A stationary fabric sofa retails around $1,299. Their warranty is unusually specific, which is itself the signal. Limited lifetime on the frame, 5 years on encased spring foam cushions, 3 years on seam separation, foam, padding, and sinuous wire springs. That is a company itemizing its own components in public. And a company that itemizes is a company that knows which part goes first. Compare that with the language you get on a $500 imported sofa. Limited warranty against manufacturing defects. No component list, no term-by-term breakdown, no separate number for the springs. The vagueness is the product. Vague warranties exist, so the claim can be denied later. Best publishes a table instead and then makes the frame repairs at their own factory when the parts still exist. The word cheap is doing strange work in this video, and Best is where it becomes clear. Their sofa is not cheap because they cut the frame. It is cheap because there is no showroom rent, no national ad budget, and no licensing fee paid to a dead brand name. What you are actually buying is a factory with nothing to spend money on except the furniture, which is precisely how number 2 delivers a custom sofa faster than most retailers deliver a stocked one. Number 2, England, founded in 1964 in New Tazewell, Tennessee, by Charles England and his sons, with the stated goal of creating work in their part of Appalachia. Lazy Boy bought the company in 1995 and left it running as an independent division. The New Tazewell complex covers 1.1 million square feet and employs roughly 1,400 people. And England does something nobody else in American furniture does at this price. They build your sofa to order in your fabric and deliver it in 21 days. Not a warehouse pull, a custom piece from over 500 fabrics and leathers, built after you order it, shipped on their own truck fleet. Custom upholstery at this speed normally belongs to the $2,000 and up tier. The reason they can hold that promise is that they never handed the last mile to anyone else. England runs its own fleet of tractor trailers across the United States and Canada and produces over 350,000 pieces a year without building a single one before it is ordered. Nothing sits in a warehouse waiting for a buyer. Nothing gets discounted because it was the wrong color. Then there is the warranty line that gives the whole company away. England guarantees the seat cushion foam will not lose more than 10% of its original height for 10 years. Read that again. Not a vague durability promise. A measurable threshold on the single component that kills more sofas than any other failure. A company only writes a number like that after testing the foam long enough to know where the curve flattens. Frames are covered for the useful life of the product. Springs and mechanisms run 5 years, and it is worth saying plainly. This is a La-Z-Boy subsidiary, which means the parent company has the scale to supply parts a decade from now. That is the difference between a warranty and a promise. One is backed by an inventory, which brings us to the last brand and the only one on this list that had to die first. Number 1, Norwalk. Founded in 1902 in Norwalk, Ohio, by the Gherkin family who arrived from Germany and started by upholstering buggy seats. For over 100 years, custom order sofas and chairs came out of that factory. Then the housing crisis hit in 2008. The bank pulled the credit line and Norwalk Furniture closed. Over 450 people lost their jobs in a town where the company was the second largest employer. That is normally the end of the story. It is how Broyhill ended and Lane, and most of the names people still think are American factories. Instead, 12 local families bought the company. Not investors from out of state. Neighbors. One of them said afterward that most of them could not tell a sofa from a love seat. They bought it to keep the jobs in town. The new owners cut everything except the one business that worked, custom order upholstery, and rebuilt around a single promise. Made in Norwalk, delivered in about 35 days. Today around 225 craftspeople build over 40,000 pieces a year in that factory, one at a time, each to the specification a dealer wrote down for a specific customer. The plant is a 440,000 square foot mid-century building, and the floor runs 4 10-hour days a week. Many of the people on that floor are second and third generation upholsterers, working in the same rooms their parents worked in. There are over 850 fabrics and leathers to choose from, and roughly 95% of what goes into the furniture is sourced in the United States. Norwalk is the most expensive brand on this list, and it is still cheaper than the imported sofa on a designer showroom floor with a heritage name stamped on the frame, because that name is a license. This one is a building in a town full of people whose neighbors bought the company so they could keep working in it. 5 brands, 5 sofas that should cost more than they do. And the pattern connecting all of them is not the wood, and it is not the foam. It is that every one of these companies sells through somebody who has to see you again. A dealer who stocks a bad sofa eats the service call in his own store, in his own town. That filter does not exist on a marketplace listing. It is the cheapest quality control in the industry, and you get it for free, and it changes the math completely. A $400 sofa replaced every 4 years costs $100 a year forever, with a delivery and a disposal fee attached to every cycle. A $1,300 sofa with a lifetime frame warranty, replaceable cushion cores, and a dealer 20 minutes away costs less than that by year 14, and it is still in the room. Sticker price is the last number you should be looking at. Run the 4 checks. Ask for the density, look at the corners, test the springs, call about the parts. The best sofa is the one you can still buy parts for in 10 years. Subscribe.